to scare me. All right. Her parents, who had once longed for a daughter, had grown to hate her with a seething bitter passion. It wasn't her fault, of course. Maria had been born a twin, but her sister Mary had died shortly after birth. Oh.
No, the next part. The next part. The wrath.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Was left alone to face the wrath of her parents. They blamed her for Mary's death, convinced that her survival had somehow caused her sister's demise. And so they took out their anger on Maria in ways that were unspeakable. Okay, yeah. They would force her to stare at a blank wall for hours on end, sometimes even days, without allowing her to move or speak. They would beat her mercilessly, leaving her bruised and bloodied. They would force her to eat from a dog bowl, making her feel like nothing more than an animal. Maria never knew what it was like to feel loved or cared for. Her parents had turned to drugs and alcoholism. Don't worry, it's how I intentionally say that word. Numbing themselves to the guilt and anger they felt towards their daughter. And as the years went on, their punishment grew worse and worse. One night, in a drug fueled rage, Maria's parents killed her. They beat her until she was unrecognizable, until her
Oh.
tiny body was no longer breathing. They didn't even feel remorse for what they had done to them. Maria had always been a burden, a reminder of what they had lost. But Maria's spirit didn't rest. It lingered in the small room where she had been kept captive for many years, and as the years went on, her spirit grew stronger, fueled by the anger and pain that had been inflicted upon her and her desire for love and acceptance. Those who dared to enter the room would feel a cold, eerie presence. Some claimed to hear whispers in the darkness, a voice that seemed to be calling out for help. Others claim to see a small figure in the shadows, the outline of a girl with a hauntingly familiar face, projecting an innocent laughter echoing throughout their heads. Maria's spirit never found peace, doomed to roam the small room where she had suffered for for so many years, and to this day. Some say that if you listen closely, you can still
Help
hear her cries for help
me.
echoing through the darkness.